G'day everybody, thank you for tuning back into Albatross Barbecue. So it's been my birthday recently, and I got myself a little birthday present. Brand new smoker. Got myself a Firebox Champion barrel smoker. We're going to be seasoning it today, giving it a quick review, so stay tuned for anyone who's interested in buying one of these smokers. I've had my eyes on this smoker for quite some time, so I can't wait to have a closer look at it. These shelves will be super handy for when you're cooking. Obviously you can put your food there, or your utensils, or of course your nice cold beer. This built-in trolley and handles are super easy to use. It is quite heavy, but I built it in my garage and was able to navigate it down some steps without too much difficulty. A great feature to have. Here's my side dampers. Obviously open them nice and big to get the fire hot, or close it off to try and control those low and slow cooks. What really caught my attention with this smoker was the firebox, and being able to open it up like this so I can refuel, or I can put additional smoking woods on there whenever I wanted, and it's quite a big size and pretty easy to open and close. I really liked this feature. So what I'm going to do now is just give it a season for about 4 hours. Whilst these coals are getting nice and hot, let's turn our attention to the top part of the smoker. The lid itself is actually quite light, super easy to open and close. It doesn't fully close. That may struggle to really hit those high temps, but let's see. All you need to do with the top damper, maximize it like this. It will open it up, let the airflow increase, meaning a hotter temperature, or you can close it for a much lower temperature. You've got these convenient handles on each of the grill plates, and the grill itself is actually pretty big, over 1/2 meter. You've got 3 of them, so you've got heaps of cooking space available to you. The smoker also comes with a hanging rack. It doesn't come with the hooks, so get yourself some hooks. Watch out for some videos. I'm going to be doing some ribs in here real soon. So this is what controls the airflow. Firebox claim that this gives a much more evenly distributed heat across the barrel, but hey, let's see once I get smoking in the future. Very easy to take in and out for cleaning, which is great. Now that these coals are getting a little bit hotter, let's close the door and try and get some heat into the barrel and see how slowly I can get the temperature up to about 250 degrees. I'm going to start with all of my dampers wide open so I can get maximum airflow into the drum smoker. Hey, this is a smoker, so I wanted to put a piece of wood in, just some hickory here, so I could see how well the smoke would go throughout the barrel. Whilst seasoning and testing this, I also wanted to really check the temperature. So I hooked up my Thermometer to the top shelf, and of course I've got my thermometer, which is built into the barrel, roughly on the middle shelf. This proved quite interesting, because as you can see, I'm at about 170 degrees Fahrenheit in the middle and 150 on the top. Then when I hit 200 degrees in the middle, 180 degrees on the top. When hitting 240 degrees, you've guessed it, a 20-degree difference between the middle and the top. Now that's going to be really useful for me when I do start cooking, because as everybody knows, you have to get to know your smokers. So now I'm hitting about that 250 degrees. I'm going to close my dampers so they're like a crescent, and then at the top, I'm not going to close it completely, but put it to about 25% to see how I maintain the temp. So I left this smoking away for about 45 minutes just to see if I could regulate that temperature, and sure enough, it stayed pretty strong at about 240 to 250 for the whole time. We've had a little bit of a storm here, and it's kept the temperature really good. So in terms of the dampers, what I'm going to do now, open them all the way up, see if I can get the temperature up as well, just in case I want to do something at a bit of a hotter heat, something like chicken for example. So I actually opened the top fully, but with the sides I only went halfway. I didn't want to go the whole way. I wanted to try and get it up slowly to around that 300 degree Fahrenheit, a little bit more fuel as well, and in no time I got up to that 300 degrees and the top was hitting almost 300 degrees as well. So for some reason the middle shelf, top shelf was pretty much aligned at this point in time. I opened up the Firebox and as you can see I've got a nice burning fire here. Now that I've tested that out, what I want to do is open my dampers fully, try and get it up nice and high from a heat point of view, and just really season the smoker in. So in summary, I've had this fire going for about 4 to 5 hours now. Really looking forward to using this grill on things like ribs and chicken, etc. I've been able to manage the temperature pretty easily, if I'm being honest with you. I love the features that it gives me, and I can't wait to get cracking. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you again in the next one. Whilst I was researching this particular smoker, I couldn't really find a video that gave me a much closer look. So I wanted to put this together to help anyone out there who is interested in buying this smoker. I'm looking forward to doing a few cooks on here and sharing those cooks with everybody. So thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you again in the future.